G'day, welcome back to my channel. So what you just saw was the end of last week's video, which I didn't really have time to upload the ending, so I just did it for you for the start of this week's video. So before we start into it, this is the finished product of the bowl, as I really wanted to show you when it was finished. So you can see here maker's badge, and the bottom's come up with some UV epoxy just to join that whole sealed environment for the wood. It's come out extremely well. So we can see here now the epoxy has reclaimed the real estate, as I spoke about last week. So extremely happy, certainly happy with the grain structure inside the bowl there. If I can just get a good close-up for you guys. Looking there, yeah, getting the light reflections from the camera. So yeah, very pleased with that. During last week's video, I said this. Now I did have a lot of resin left over from the project, so I had one of these silicon molds. It's a 3" by 6" blank mold. So I poured that resin into the mold and threw a few pine cones in with some clear, and now I've put on a sacrificial truck. So this is another project for another day, but you can see, don't waste the resin. It is expensive stuff. So here is this week's video. With the leftover resin that was taken and the pine cones. So I'm going to make a very small vase out of this. So let's get it on the lathe and start spinning.
Turning epoxy on the lathe does require a little bit of care because some of the traditional tools can catch. I've seen some real good wood turners actually just use the bell gouge and off they go, and I haven't seen too many catches. But the tools I use, mainly carbide tools, they don't seem to catch as often as the more traditional tools. So I'm going to make this vase kind of bowl shape at the bottom and coming up to a point, and I don't really know what I'm doing at the moment as far as the top is concerned, but hey, it'll turn out. Stick with me.
So it is the next day, and this little project, just removing it from the barbecue spit. As you can see, it's come out very, very nicely. You can see all the pine cones in the actual vase. I'm not too sure about my shape. I mean, it does have some benefits. My wife did say that she would like to have a nice little vase on the side if you're making one. Save it for me. I'm not sure whether she's going to want to save this. I could be wrong. But anyway, let's get to finishing it off and see how it looks. Great things with these sacrificial trucks on the bottom of projects. You just can fit them back on the truck, onto the lathe, and while it still remains epoxied, it's a good tool. I'm going to use my 1/2" parting tool. Trick here is to position the parting tool above center and then just pull the tool into it. And I usually go in through for about 3/8 to 1/2 inch depth, and I don't go all the way through because these things can come flying off the lathe. So I just use the saw to finish it off. I'm using the belt sander to sandpaper the bottom smooth. Going to use the Let's Resin UV resin, applying on the bottom just to finish off that sheen. Now when using this UV resin, use it very sparingly, otherwise you're going to get it dribbled down the side. But it's making this whole bottom of the vase completely sealed off and turn extremely glossy. We'll give it a quick blast of the flamethrower. Leaving it under the UV lamp for around about 3 minutes. Well, that's another project down. I'm not really, I don't know whether I'm really like this or not. The shape of it came out as you can see. You can be judgmental on what you think of it. Please, positive or negative comments are most welcome. So you can see here a bit closer, if I can get in there, you can see the pine cone coming out. So that's the bottom after the UV resin's sealed it off. You don't see the bottom anyway, it's just staying on top of a table. And then you can get a nice little flower put in there. There you go, there's my flower. Just put it onto the table, step back now so you can see it from afar. You know what, I think I'm just going to take that into the house and see what the wife sees. Honey, look what I made.
What's that?
That's upside down. There we are.
Lovely.
Well, I'm not sure if the missus really liked that vase or not. But still, it's another project down and another project coming up. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.